Life's about the journey for me. It's about the ups, the downs, those little side trips, the path I took where I can say that I'm a social entrepreneur with the opportunity to plant seeds of hope. The work that you do now, the seeds you plant, take time, sometimes a lot of time, to grow into a beautiful tree. One of those seeds was this crazy idea that I had, starting a farmer's market. My family purchased a farm. I began growing on it, and eventually I had extra. I said, so let's start a farmer's market, I thought, and boy, has it grown into a much larger movement that is planting seeds, educating our youth about nutrition, healthy bodies, and where their food comes from. An entire generation that grew up with parents that didn't know or didn't teach where their food came from. My generation. We're planting those seeds of hope now. Healthy seeds are great ideas, and that seed of simply growing food for my family. To grow nutrient-dense, fresh foods has grown into the creation, for the first time in generations here, a local food system. Because more and more people are looking for the same thing I was looking for 10 years ago. I grew up over the Harbor Bridge. I'm fourth generation, by the way. In a rural area, but this city, the university, the Bayfront was always calling me over, growing these seeds of hope, spreading the seeds on this side of the bridge, bringing the rural and the urban together. I began building my tribe. Whatever your passion is, whatever seeds you're planting, you must build your community. Find the like-minded, find the passionate, and get them in the room to help you as much as possible. We plant seeds together and utilize your special skills. I'm a communications professional. You know the thing you're good at: planting, watering, fertilizing, and watch it grow. Social entrepreneurship is ultimately about community investment. We require investors that understand why our product is valuable. We plant seeds together. I learned quickly that movements worth anything require advocacy. There's an absence of advocacy for so many things in Corpus Christi. You don't have a choice but to step up sometimes. Good ideas need a voice. We plant seeds together. Drawn back to my university, it's one of Corpus Christi's largest assets, and I encourage everyone to connect with it. That's one of our interns, turned staff, who's now a lifelong friend. We planted seeds together. What do you do for a community that needs more fresh local food? You plant a seed. That one is our 2-acre community learning garden. It's 6 years old, just now beginning to bloom. You plant the seeds, and sometimes they take decades to grow. Oh, and by the way, I invite you to come out and see your community learning garden. It's truly something special, free and open to the public, but it needs you and you and you. This is my backyard. That was 2 years ago. There's a lot more food growing out there now. Planting seeds of self-reliance, planting seeds of property rights, planting seeds of backyard food production, and it's growing. You build your community and you build your team, young professional leaders, ready to be innovative, ready to lead, ready to tackle the obstacles, ready to plant the seeds together. Then you go for it. You test yourself a little, you test your community a little, you spread a message so important, you scatter the seeds as wide as possible, so wide that even not winning is a win. I try to plant seeds every day, but it's with such joy to see the ones that are growing. The garden is growing. The education programs are growing. The next generation, our future, we're planting seeds. I'm literally watching these children, these young professionals, this community food system grow up because of the seeds we planted 5, 7, 10 years ago. What seeds will you plant today? What trees will you be able to sit under with your grandchildren and tell the story of your faithful journey to grow a better life for them? Thank you so much for having me out today and listening to my story. Please support your social entrepreneurs in the community and help them to grow the plants of seeds for our community.
Next mayor.
So when you think about
garden. How many of you have ever harvested from that garden? You know, those tomatoes, I had the most beautiful tomatoes that just went. Aislynn has an ability to stand in the present and see the future. What she has done is she has grown our appreciation, and that's what we do. When you think about freelancers, when you think about people who are stepping outside the bounds, and I keep looking over here, I have a friend of mine who's sitting, Mr. Bill Hoover, who sees things that other people can't see. And those are the people, that's who you are, that's what you bring to the table. And quite honestly, our last presenter can wait just one little second, because we are frantically, this is where you stretch.